Welcome back, everybody, to the Wild Faith Podcast. My name is Evan Bungham, and today I'm joined by my co-host, Luke Timmons, and we have an exciting episode for you. It is Turkey Week here, and we couldn't be more excited. That means football, that means pheasant hunting. It's going to be a fun time. So, Luke, how are you doing?
Doing good. Yeah. I'd say it's nice to have some time off, but I was going to take today off, and now I'm having to do a half a day at least of work, so tis the season.
Well, you know what? At least you probably didn't have to move snow.
No, we got like maybe an inch, and then mostly It was kind of like it rained almost all day yesterday, and then when it got cold, it all froze, obviously, and then turned to snow, so.
Yeah, we got absolutely dumped on. I shouldn't say dumped on. We've had way more than that, but I think we got probably 2 inches of slush and then probably another 6 inches of snow, I would say at least.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was not fun to move this morning. It's that impossible snow when you try to pick it up and it weighs like 60 pounds. Yeah.
You have a snowblower?
I do, but it didn't run because the snow was too thick. So I had to wait for it like warm up just a little bit outside, and then I was able to blow snow, so it wasn't that big.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good deal. Yeah, I just got a new to me snowblower.
Nice.
So
that's the first
never
time
had
ever,
one.
right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Life
Byron and I
changer.
just sucked it up. So even when they put in the sidewalk there, so
it's
too cheap.
I will say it's nice to have.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
Like once we first moved into this house, that was that and a smoker. I was like, those are the two things that are happening regardless to whatever my wife says.
Yeah. And it's got the electric start too, so that'll be nice.
Is it?
I could just
it's not
imagine.
It's not electric though, right?
No, I ain't buying electric.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, it just has the. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, it just has like where you can plug it in and hit the electric start and fire it up and.
Nice.
But so 'tis the season. It's coming. I know this Saturday it's supposed to be. I think we're supposed to get 6 inches or so.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm. I did not know that.
Down La Crosse, I don't know. I'm sure it's the same here. I'm at my folks now.
We better look at the old weather report.
I think today is done, and then tomorrow is
Sargent, Minnesota. Yeah, I'd be curious because we were flirting with the idea of either going home Friday night because we got a dance recital Saturday morning.
I would go home Friday night.
You think so?
Yeah. Saturday. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know what the weather's going to do in Sargent, but it looked like it was going to start for late Friday, early Saturday.
Looks like it says high 26, east-northeast, 10, 15 mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
Chance to 3-5 inches of snow, but that's all.
Yeah, it's supposed to start snowing, looks like around 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Or Friday night, so I would get done pheasant hunting, hopefully limits, and then bounce.
Yeah, I feel like every Thanksgiving we always. Well, this is kind of a. I mean, how many years have we done a pheasant hunt now over Thanksgiving? Been a long time.
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
But it's kind of been a tradition. I mean, that's a tradition that we've done down at my aunt uncle's house since I was just a baby. My dad and my uncles, they would all go out pheasant hunting, come back, do Thanksgiving, go out pheasant hunting again. So we actually might do that. So I'm kind of excited to maybe relive that tradition. But
nice,
dude, it's gonna be. I'm really thinking it's gonna be lights out for birds because they're gonna be holding tight. It's cold, and there is a lot of them. Yeah,
no, I'm excited. It'll be my first time pheasant hunting this year, which is wild because Rogan's 8, and so 8 years.
That's crazy.
I haven't pheasant hunted less. I mean, literally zero.
Less. Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't be less. So.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of fitting though because we're going to go back and forth a little bit with this podcast, but we're just kind of talking about the grind and just kind of the fall and just how life changes because I look at like where we're both at. You got a new job, you guys got a new puppy, you guys got 2 kids, we got 2 kids. It's like we're in our mid-30s now, and life is getting thrown at you from a million
early
different
30s.
angles.
Hold on there.
Or mid, well, 34, I guess.
I'd say
wife got
35
mad.
is mid.
Okay. My wife got mad at me the other day for saying that too, and she's like, "We're young." I'm like, "Yeah, we are young." I'm like, I consider
Yeah.
anything under like
40
60 still young. I hope when
yeah.
I'm 55, I'm in kick-ass
nowadays.
shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just gotta take care of yourself and get in the gym and do all that stuff. Where 40 is the new, 40 can be 60. So
Well, that's probably my biggest motivator here. Getting out of hunting season is getting my butt back in shape, because I don't
hunting
think
season is just takes a toll on me. Like, as far as like
yeah.
not getting to the, because it's like the mornings where it's like, well, I could go hunting or I could go to the gym. Like, well, I'm gonna go hunting.
Yeah.
And then by the time it's like, oh, I could probably sneak in a evening, afternoon workout, and then it's like work is an ass kicker, and then you get home, and then it's make supper, and then it's kids, and then it's bed, and then it's usually I wake up at 10:30 because I fell asleep in one of the boys' rooms. And
You know what, those
Groundhog
nights,
Day.
I actually appreciate those nights of where, like, I'll go to bed, like, the last couple weeks now, I've gone to bed early with Millie at, like, 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and I'll get up at, like, 2, and it's just quiet, and then I can, like, I can pray, I can read my Bible, or I can work, just get stuff done in silence. It's kind of nice.
need those days.
I need a gym in my house is what I need.
I have one, kind of.
Did you build one?
No, I'd gotten that. I'd bought like a, what do you call it? A cage or whatever, Mm-hmm. So it's squat rack and bench and
that's
move
right.
all this stuff, and then there's pulleys on the back. But I broke my bench
Oh, no.
before moving to lacrosse. I just haven't got a new one. But I ended up getting a membership down there. Then it just forces me to go. Plus, it has
Nice.
a sauna, which is the best.
Sauna's the best. I'm excited about the sauna to get back into that. But I was going to say a PSA to anybody out there that's wanting to have kids: don't sit in a sauna for 6 months. It's not good for your count of your boys.
Yeah.
So I
never
might
knew
be
that.
I might be holding back on that for a little bit here. But yeah, no, it's just crazy that we're already here, and literally, what is it today? It's the 25th today. And we pretty much have a month left of seasons across the board for Wisconsin, for Minnesota, and
For
really,
bow hunting, really, and
bow-
I guess goose.
everything.
But
I guess pheasant
Yeah.
hunting does go until January, but that's
Yeah.
like the first day or something like that.
and then duck is done in Wisconsin on the 7th.
Wow.
So that's right around the corner. Less than 2
That's
weeks.
crazy.
Week and a
Yeah,
half.
It's wild. That's all I was gonna say. It's always fast. We say it every time. It's the fast and the furious of where it's here and gone, and then here we are waiting again until we get to do it all over.
Yeah, right.
But I say, the cool thing about like Thanksgiving though, for me, like we were talking about a little bit before, is just like the traditions with it, getting together with family, and like like we talked about pheasant hunting and stuff like that. Like I look forward to not hunting birds until now, because it's like we save all the pheasants. We don't get them all, which is fine, but like at the same time, it's like we probably going to go out and shoot a limit, which is exciting. And I can't.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Word? Is it 2 birds? Or is it
Oh,
3 birds
don't
now?
say that. God, it's. I think it's 2, and then it goes to 3 in December. We'll verify before we go out, obviously, but that's my recollection. Like I said, this is craziest because I have not bow hunted or pheasant hunted yet this year.
That is wild, dude.
Yeah,
That is
it's
so
literally
wild.
the least amount of hunting I've done since I've been 12 years old. It's depressing.
Yeah. Well, with that though too, like we were just saying, it's just the reality, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's like at the same time it's priorities.
Well, it's not. This is the one and only. It's not happening again. Put it that way.
Okay, all right.
Next year's gonna be a whole new scenario. Next hunting season, anyways.
Yeah, and it's I look at it too, where it's like now between what do we have left, pheasant hunting and really deer hunting, I'm excited for deer hunting. I'm going to get 2 more cracks pretty much at the home farm. I'm going to be able to hunt tomorrow morning, maybe Friday morning, probably not. And maybe like Friday evening if we end up staying, I guess. So there's a chance. I mean, we've had a couple good bucks on our domain food plots, which has been exciting. It was fun to get some cool blizzard pictures of deer cruising to go eat food at like 2 in the morning and just an absolute shitstorm. But I look at it like up north, up here, hunting in the snow though is like some of my favorite hunting.
Oh yeah,
I
agree.
I don't know why. It's like it just
makes them a whole lot easier to see.
Yeah, see, fresh sign, everything. I mean, it's definitely grindy and hard, but like I am excited to get after it this next month and hopefully do a repeat of last year. That's kind of my goal. Either a muzzleloader buck or getting lucky with the bow buck. And I thought about bringing out the trad bow.
No,
but I just got my bow. I haven't.
Not late season.
But that's like my expectations drop though, where it's like, okay, if I shoot 115 inch with my recurve, jacked.
I shoot 115 with my compound at this rate.
Hey,
I'm taking.
Never know. You still got a food plot in the back.
Yeah, actually, I just had a picture of a small buck last 2 nights ago.
Let her eat.
Literally had the domain bombshell hanging out of his mouth.
No kidding.
So yeah, shout out to domain.
Get after it.
Yeah, I still got my blind back there, so I'm just gonna. Like if I start, the thing is though, it's like unless I get when I get finally 1 or 2 daylight picks, I'm not hot.
Is that late at night?
Yeah, middle of the night, and like it's a small enough food plot where my camera can capture the entire food plot. So like, literally anything steps into it, squirrel, turkey.
Did you ever get any pictures over the course of the rut?
Not during the day. Maybe a random doe running through or something, but that was it. Okay. Not enough to be like, oh.
Gotta go sit.
Like if I had, like this weekend after we get that snow, if they really start hitting that food plot, even just right at the cusp of dawn or dusk, then I'm gonna probably try and I'll bring my little buddy heater out there. Yeah. Some oatmeal cream pies and.
Yep.
Just
get after
maybe
it.
Put a sleep bag on underneath on my stay nice and warm.
Yeah.
I've always wanted. Have you heard of it's called the IWAM? You've heard of that, haven't you?
They're great, man.
I've always wanted one.
I remember
Pete and Joel got one way, way back.
They're nice.
Genius. I mean, it's basically a sleeping bag. I mean, because like, not trying to shit on other brands, but like the heater bodysuit, you have to like zip yourself out of. Mm-hmm. Like that's so counterproductive to any hunting.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I feel like that is a lot better because your arms it's like a jacket with a sleeping bag bottom where you can just roll it all up into one and roll it down and zip in. And I've never heard anyone say they've gotten cold in them. So.
Yeah, this is the only unfortunate time where it's like, depending on how long I'm planning on sitting and where I plan on sitting, and most of the stuff I'm hunting in public, I'm hunting in my saddle, and I'm actually going to bring back my lone wolf with me just so I could have a little bit more, little more real estate to work with big boots.
Let's say saddle and cold probably aren't the great combination.
But I like those days like when we could have 18 inches of snow and it could be 30 40 degrees and the deer are going to be moving because it's warm and they're up on their feet. Like those days, you could dress just like you would anytime, but it's like the days when it gets to be, we're talking frigid, like 10 below, 10 degrees.
And you look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, it's it's not fun to walk out, and that's why like those suits are so nice because it's not fun walking out wearing all that because then by the time you got to your stand, you're sweating and it's a mess after that. Yeah. Like it's just not fun.
No. One thing that I've done the last couple of years is like wear just the lightest pair of socks out. And pack in, depending on how cold, a pair or two of socks in. But as soon as I get to the tree stand, I almost always walk out in just my base layer and then throw everything on at the base of the tree. But I'll take that sock off, that light sock, because your feet sweat and stuff, and then you put the other 2 dry socks on, and my feet are so much less cold because it's just like, you get any sort of wetness in your boots and it's over.
Well, the one thing I didn't learn till probably, 4 years ago And when it comes to like wearing rubber boots, like you can get the really thick, thin slate ones, but you can even get by with like a light boot, like even literally like the light boots. Like I actually plan on pheasant hunting in those this week, but like if you wear a big enough sock and you have enough of a buffer between the boot and the sock, and there's like that little layer of just air, and that air can stay trapped inside there, and that heat stays in there. I never thought I would always just try to wear as many pairs of socks I could, wear it to the brim, and my feet would still get cold.
I've always heard tight toes, cold toes. You know, like if your toes can't breathe, then you're gonna be cold. The whole light boots thing, I don't. You know, like I'm definitely wearing them for pheasant hunting this weekend because those are great for that. I don't know how they would do in a tree stand though, like when it's like cold.
I'm gonna try it.
Let me know.
I've worn them the whole. I literally have worn them. I've only worn my mucks once this entire year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And I do have a pair. They're behind me now, but I've got a pair of my clam ice fishing boots that have like, I don't even know what the thin slate level is on those, but they have a like a liner in them that I mean I could wear those. I've worn them out and it's been 20 below and my feet are warm. So I don't have to wear those anytime soon. I hope it doesn't get that cold, but it's
Friday morning at 9 a.m. It's gonna be 17 degrees. So
jeez, this is like a repeat of last year when we had that blizzard.
I was trying to think. Was it that? Yeah, but
that was a different weekend. That was the weekend I shot my buck.
Yeah, there was a few years, 2-3 years ago, where we hunted. I think Thanksgiving, and it was
cold,
very like single digits, even maybe negative when we started. And I remember us putting like Vaseline on Rogan's paws before we left to help with all that, and I think we did pretty good. I'm excited though.
I don't think we've ever had a bad like outing.
Not this weekend, especially if we let places, well, like your farm, sit not be touched all year. Then you're hunting pretty dumb birds that are going to be packed in there.
It is wild, though. I mean, you've got to know this too, and I'm sure a lot of other people know this too. I would have just never guessed through the years that it's just how our farm is laid out. You think of South Dakota, and you think of like the shelter belts and stuff like that, and maybe that makes sense too. But of how many pheasants live in pine trees?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's wild. Like all the birds, especially when we get weather like this, like we're going to have to strategically think of how we're going to hunt the driveway because there's so many pine trees.
I feel like no matter how we hit that driveway, you almost need like
it's so hard.
More guys, but then you can't have more guys because then you can't shoot. It's like
but the trees are too tall now.
Max.
You can't
that's
even,
the problem.
Even shoot now.
That's the problem is when the trees were shorter. God, I still remember that day we did that. I think we shot like 2 or 3, but that hen that landed in the shepherd's kennel. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, we'll have to share that video. That was my dad and I'm catching the bird. He's like, guys, what are you guys doing? He's just got this pheasant in his hands and he's just petting it,
just like a chicken.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I can't because all the shepherds were in that kennel because they wouldn't have been out when we were hunting.
Could have ripped it to shreds.
I can't believe they didn't. Like they must have just been so surprised, like what the hell just happened? And then here comes your dad after we shot 2 or 3 roosters. I think we shot like 2 or 3, and then he's just sitting there right by the trucks, just petting this thing. He's like, I'm just gonna go release behind the pond. I'm like, God, that was so funny.
So what are your thoughts on breaking in Boone and breaking in Bonnie for their first hunt?
I'm not gonna speak for your guys' dog, but I will not be bringing Boone out. It'll be too cold, and I don't. Yeah. He's actually so. I brought him up to deer camp up at Joey's last weekend, and they had shot off a couple rifles just to, I don't know, rednecks, and and I was like, they started they just had the rifles out looking at him. I was like, whatever. Then I could tell like they were gonna shoot him. Like, oh crap, because like I literally just have like a little cap gun that I'll shoot off every once in a while. But he doesn't care with that. But rifle's a whole new. So I like walked away quick and went in like by the on the porch of the cabin, and they shot off a couple rounds and didn't even bother him. I was like, okay, Like it was
Okay.
probably like a 30-06 or a 243. So I'm in like
Loud enough.
not quiet, right? So I'm like, all right,
That's good.
good start. So
It's an interesting thing, and I mean, gun shy dogs are.
oh, good luck.
Yeah, that's just it's unfortunate, but at the same time, I know they can get rebroke back in sometimes. But it's,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Well, just like anything, it's just
interesting
repetition.
how that happens, though.
Yeah. Well, it's just people that have not built that, like me with Rogan.
That
like
trust.
every other time, whether it was usually in the evening because mornings I'm up early and I didn't. With the time we lived in an apartment, so I didn't really want to bang pots together at 5 a.m. But that's what I would do with Rogan. Is I would just, as he's eating, I would just take a pot and a like wooden spoon and just don't, like 3 yards away from him, and just get him used to that noise. And like I said, Boone, I've been really hitting the crate training hard with him. And so like I'll feed him in his crate and shut the door, and I'll just stand or sit outside his crate with this little cap gun and just pew, pew, pew. Doesn't care.
So you've already started training him for that.
Well, just getting him used to loud noises. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're I don't. In my opinion, I don't think they're ever too young for that.
Yeah.
You're not shooting off a freaking 12 gauge, You're just
Yeah.
making noise, and then it just builds from there. And so, and he's got like sit, come, and he's if it's just me and him working, like I can get him to stay. Like I'm already getting him to like sit and stay, and then releasing him for his food and stuff. But if there's distractions, he doesn't do stay too well, especially because I use like kibble to like entice him.
Yeah.
I definitely, like Rogan, we got him when he was 4 or 5 months old. So like we never really had like the true like
Yeah.
crazy psycho puppy stages, because that's where we're at with Boone. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's just like I thought kids would be the reason for any gray hair I have, and I don't have any yet, knock on wood, but I think this dog might be. But I'm like, it's like a catch-22, because it's like, it's a pain in the ass, but at the same time, I absolutely love his drive. Mm-hmm. So.
And you said you're gonna pretty much just try to focus him being on a water dog, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna probably train him at Ben Jacobson's three arrow game farm down there. If anyone's listening and want to go shoot pheasants or figure out how to train your hunt dog, go hit Ben up, because I mean Rogan would be an eighth of the dog that he is without whatever we learned there. So he'll be a mix. He'll probably have just where we live now be more waterfowl, Boone. Yeah. But I definitely don't. Because it's. I'm not saying like, and I don't know too much all about this side of things, but like I'm not saying that like duck dogs can't or don't have as good a nose, right? But they do rely sometimes more so on the signals, right? Because it's like bang, gun, or birds come in, bang, gun goes off, birds land. They either mark where they landed and get that one once you release them. Because that's my big thing, is I don't want him breaking until I release him, like steady through the whole shot and everything. Different from Rogan, where he's a flushing dog, where he's steady to the shot and then he just gets the bird, But, you're doing a lot sometimes more directional work with them. So, like, the need, and obviously on water, the need for being able to scent out a duck is less than the need that would be there for scenting out a pheasant. So I don't want him to lose that too, because I do want to. I mean, like I definitely want to go back out to South Dakota, with him a couple times like I did Rogan. So it's fun. I like training dog. It could be, especially when you got like 2 kids, job, all this stuff. It could be a lot, but at the same time, it's fun. He's a little shit, but he's smart. Like it's funny when you get him to like stay and he's just like staring right at you, just like thinking. Like I'm like, okay, the wheels are spinning.
That's good.
And he loves wings, so
that's good.
That's a huge plus.
Those. I mean, like I guess I don't know too many springers that are water dogs, but I
could do it
for the little that I was home that time frame when we got back from North Dakota. I mean, she loved those duck wings, and she was just spastic.
Yep.
of how excited she was. So, I mean, Eric's made it all, like, he's done a little bit of work with her. She knows how to sit, knows how to stay, which is good. But you'll have to sprout some wisdom onto him. So we could at least have, like, another.
I'll just tell him to come down and
dog.
train with me. If he just, seriously, if he brought that dog down to Ben's, and it's not that far from where he lives, because it's usually Wednesday nights or Saturday mornings, so it would work for him.
Yeah.
Like, you would be blown away on how good a dog you guys would have with it, because it's like I said with Rogan, like other than the obedience stuff, that's easy. Anyone can do that, but it's the being able to read your dog, it's working them, and it's the whole gamut. But
I did talk to Copper, and Copper said he's interested in pheasant hunting.
Gonna come out of retirement for one last hoorah.
He's so funny. Like, I knew it the moment that it started snowing. I was like, he's going to lose his mind. And I let him off of the deck, and he was just doing, you would have thought it was fun to see. You would have thought he was 2 years old. Because him and Rogan
he likes snow.
Oh, my God, he's a snow freak. He's the abominable snowman. He'll sleep outside when it's a blizzard and just be like, oh, yeah, it's great. He could just get so hot, I think. So, but
I think the last time we hunted him for pheasants, I think TK was in town. So this was years ago, probably 5 years ago, and we were hunting that ditch, and it was like kind of wettish, kind of like right now, to be honest. It's probably going to be exactly what it was like Friday's going to be. But anyways, like, he's got obviously the longer fur in his pads and stuff, so like the snow is sticking to his pads, but it was cold enough that it was freezing, like, and he's just like, you would have thought like those videos where the dog's got the shoes on, they're like hating life, and he's like sitting down like trying to bite it out.
Okay,
like,
you're going back inside.
It's Copper's done. Yeah. Good stuff.
That's fun though. I mean, that's the hard thing about, I shouldn't say the hard thing. The blessing of having dogs, it just makes pheasant hunting logistically so much easier. You don't necessarily need them, especially like this time right now. You could probably get by without a dog if they're holding really tight. But it's so hard. Like, once you've hunted with a good dog, dude, it's so hard to go back to, like, even hunting with, like, even a bad dog makes it a hard experience.
Oh, yeah, I don't want, I know exactly where you're going with that. It's tough. It's like, obviously, when you hunt with a good dog, it's great. But it's like, would I rather hunt by myself or with a bad dog? It's like, I might hunt with myself, because it does, like, when you got a dog that's busted birds like 50 yards out, you're like, okay.
I mean, it's like you love the dog, and it's not to the dog's fault. Oh, yeah. But it's at the same time, it's just like,
it's when you're
you're walking a field and you've got X amount of birds, and all of a sudden you got 75% of those birds are kicked out, and you haven't even had a crack at one. That's just like, oh,
and it's like, exactly. God, I had a thought pop into my head about exactly this. Went right out the other side. The Alzheimer's is kicking in.
It's kicking in. Turkey on the brain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Might just have to go out today and shoot some pheasants on some public, maybe. But I'm excited. I haven't. I know you have with the Weatherbees a little bit too, but I'm excited to break them in for pheasant hunting, the ones that I got, because they have held up exponentially well for duck hunting, so I can't imagine.
Did you get some shells for that 20 gauge?
Yeah, I won those, that case of shells from Migra at the Flyways party, so I still have that.
Perfect.
And I had bought a case of pheasant load 2 years ago, so I still have 12 gauge lead for that. But
nice.
I don't know. I think I don't have a ton of like experience to go off of, but I do think lead hits a bit harder than the steel.
Yeah.
Because like when we were in South Dakota, there's some spots that you have to use steel because it's like federally managed or whatever.
Yep.
But we're pheasant hunting. And so we were hit. I mean, like, I'm learning about duck hunting. I know pheasant hunting.
Yeah.
Like, we're shooting birds where it's like, that bird's dead 10 yards from me. And hunting with Rogan, who's, as you know, like a great pheasant dog. And it's just like, where did that bird go? And it was like, not just like hit it and it sailed down, It was hit it,
Crumpled.
spun in the air,
Yeah.
died, and it was just like those birds either were wearing bulletproof jackets or the steel just didn't hit as hard as lead does. So
Yeah, I could. Do they make tungsten rounds for pheasants or ducks?
for ducks, I know, and bismuth, it's expensive.
I was gonna say, I mean, like, I just think of like when I started shooting TSS for turkeys. My goodness gracious,
Those pack a punch.
what a difference that makes. Like that's
yeah.
like shooting a slug out of a freaking. So I mean, I doubt they make it for pheasant rounds, but at the same time,
They might. I'm sure they do.
They might.
I mean, they make them. You could use them for pheasant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
might desecrate that pheasant.
Well, it depends on the shot size, right?
True.
You know? So, no, I'm excited.
No,
man.
I'm excited though. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be good. Yeah.
Finally get a chance to, I mean, like, I know I took out the upland gun for deer season, and hindsight's 2020. I'm still kicking myself in the butt. It's like good and bad. Like, I know that last day of that gun season, I was out Sunday morning, and I had that nice 8-pointer he's still alive. Got a picture of him last night, so I'm glad he's still alive. I'm going to have to grow a really wild hair to shoot him with my bow this weekend. But he got a free pass because my muzzleloader didn't go off. And hindsight's 2020. If I would have brought
the element.
If I would have brought my element, he would have been dead. But at the same time, I probably would have been upset because that's a deer that I want to live. So I was like, it was meant to be. He got a free pass. But I did take it out during slug season. I did shoot it. I think definitely next year I'm going to buy the well, actually, it might be totally different because next year we might not be slug hunting anymore. We might be just rifle.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody at deer camp about that. And be like we've talked about on here before, but I want to say I heard like potentially Fillmore and Olmsted were going to say no to rifles.
Yep.
But I haven't heard any other things. But yeah, that's a whole new. I'll be curious to see which counties, and then we'll have to get a couple Weatherbees to break in. I was talking to some guys at deer camp too, just about using the Weatherbees in North Dakota and on the river, and they're like, yeah, their shotguns are good, but good God, are their rifles great? Yeah. So I'm
excited. And I know we got some cool stories. We'll have be able to hunt southeastern Minnesota. We're probably going to do a nice little bit up north for some stuff, and hopefully I'll have a West River tag. I should. I mean, I have 3 points, so I should be drawing a rifle tag for out west, but hopefully I can lock in hopefully some private ground. I'm still figuring out some details on that right now, so hopefully that can happen. But yeah, man, shotguns are great. I mean, like I took that upland out for that North Dakota hunt. We shot a couple pheasants the last time that I was home, and I just got to say, super light, super fast. I've had no issues, and I'm excited to just unleash unholy hell on these birds.
Love it.
So, yeah,
love to hear it.
Yeah, we'll have to draw straws to see who gets the hunt first. I'm probably gonna let you hunt first, just because I know I want to get some good footies. So,
for pheasants, yeah.
I
don't know. It might just be you, me, and Eric so far.
So far, sounds like maybe Leaf. Maybe
okay.
I haven't reached out to Dylan or Dean yet. I know a couple of the other guys I don't think are going to be able to make it, which is fine because it's like that just means more birds for us to go and shoot.
Well, but if we have more guys, we get more birds.
True.
There's always a fine line of how many. It's like, what's that magic? And it's same with duck hunting. What's the magic number?
It depends completely on the piece that you're walking. But
yes.
I look at like our farm and like kind of generally our section, like I think 4 to 6 is like a really good number of where it's like you're guaranteed, unless you guys suck at shooting, you're going to get some birds.
Yeah, yours is interesting because like you and I have gone out, just the two of us, and shot limit, but at the same so like my whole mentality is like if you're running 6 guys, you probably need 2 dogs or one really good energetic dog. Oh yeah. And then, but if you're running 2 guys that are running single, I usually just follow the dog. I mean, you just can't do some of the stuff you can do with more guys, but like just follow that nose.
Well, and I think for us, like, especially if we are going to be limited in numbers, and it's just say it's going to be 3 or 4 of us, like, I really think some of the key elements that I've noticed through time too, especially when we get weather conditions like this, which has usually been this time frame where it's like, you know, some guys are like to have fun and it's rah rah hoorah for shooting birds, but like you know, for our particular piece, like you kind of got to be quiet.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. Yep.
Got to be quiet. You got to take your time because you're going to walk past birds because we're very blessed.
Yeah, especially when it's cold.
Oh yeah, we have such a diverse cover throughout our property of where it's like they could be in the pines, they could be in the CRP, they could be in the really tall CRP, or they could be in the really thick stuff. They could be in the woods. Like there's so many places that these birds could go, and we just kind of bebop them around where it's like you gotta just be patient and not just because you could rip through the whole thing and not see see 3 or 4 birds, but you might go slow and might shoot a limit. So
yeah, slow, quiet. Nothing drives me more nuts than when you pull up to like the in drive for a piece or whatever, and you got guys slamming. Same with deer hunting, slamming doors, talking, yelling back, especially yelling at their dogs. Oh,
yelling at their dogs.
That's like nails on a chalkboard.
That's probably my number one.
Yeah, nails on a chalkboard for me when I'm out pheasant hunting. It's like, well, every damn bird here now knows we're here.
Unless you're in like South Dakota or you just have, we've had years like that too, where it's just a bumper crop or burbs, and it's like, who cares? There's 100 birds.
There's birds everywhere, right? But if you're usually around here, like you're shooting birds, but you're working harder for them, so it's like you just
for sure.
try to keep everything in your favor. And when you start getting guys that are yelling at dogs or all that other stuff, and slow, quiet, and then like don't be afraid to hit that piece. The same chunk you just
hit the same piece
twice. Yep.
It amazes me every time
from a different angle. Yeah.
Of where it's like, how did we walk by these birds? And it's like, I almost think they're like deer too, where they sit there and like sometimes they play a game of Russian roulette and they're like, okay, I'm just going to sit right here and not move.
I'm not going to move. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And I always obviously watch them where they fly too. Cause like, that's a whole new, you may have walked that piece 10 minutes ago, but now there's 5 birds in there that you got to go get. So
yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited to just at least do something a little bit different. I mean, I feel like I've had enough of probably a week and a half break now from deer hunting. I mean, I guess I did go out the other day, but at the same time, I've had a little bit of a break and ready to do a change of pace style of hunt, and then kind of just lock in for the rest of the year. So
it's the final countdown.
It's the final countdown.
Yeah, it's gonna be pheasants on Friday, and then my buddy texted me and asked if I wanted to go out Saturday morning for ducks. I'm like, it's going to be cold, miserable, and snowing. Sounds great.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is what the weather perfect. You guys dream about.
Yeah, it's going to be, I shouldn't say perfect, but it should be good. I'm hoping for
How have
lots
birds
of green.
Been flying?
Not last weekend because I was doing deer hunting, but the weekend before we hunted hard. I mean, slept in the boat at the
it's
piece.
Wild.
Dude, it is. Like we were telling some of the old guys at deer camp that used to hunt ducks in La Crosse, and they're like, "You got to be kidding me!" That it's like that. I mean, like 2 of the guys got out there at like 7:30 to go to this one spot, and everyone knows the spot, and it's the best spot down that area because it's right in the middle. It's right off the refuge, so I mean you're just running traffic all day long. But I can't confirm this, but where almost everyone is convinced that there is a local guy paying kids to go sit out on that island, and then one day when it's an hour before shooting, he comes out and they go home, and because they went out there at 7:00 at night, and there was already people.
7 at night.
Yeah, the night before.
What?
So then they ended up going across the way to where we ended up hunting because we were trying to run some huge diver spreads and stuff and long lines. And so they went over there. Pete, Joey, and Sam got out there probably at like 10 or so. And then Eric, Ben, and I got out there at like 1-ish in the morning, sleeping in the boats. or on the shore, because we're kind of hunting this island that we could sleep in. But yeah, literally all night, boats going out. It was just not. And then one SOB drove by us really, really slow, but I don't know what he was doing, but he was, pushing a huge wake, just how he was running.
Yeah.
And swamped Pete and I's boats.
Oh, fun.
I was just like, great. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, friend.
It's like, oh.
And it's not like it's the fun thing, too. It's not like it's warm water now.
No. I mean, mine wasn't as bad. I was able to just run the bilge and get it all out, but Pete was Dixie cupping.
Oh, boy.
The pack is, he actually was, when he was doing it, he went like this and felt something inside the cup. It was like a baby catfish. He had a video. He's got a picture of it. He had a baby catfish in the back of his boat. But anyways,
how would you say? Or go ahead. Sorry.
Long story short, we shot one can that morning, and it was just brutal. I mean, we saw thousands migrating, but they're so high up there. It's like there's not even you don't even think about calling them or doing anything because it's like there's no amount of anything I could do right now that's going to bring those birds anywhere near us. They were gone. So it was rough.
In about 20 years, they're going to have like FPV drones with like shotguns on them, and you're just going to be flying up in there.
I hope not. I'll quit. I'll quit. I'll quit everything and just go live out in the boonies and hunt them like you're supposed to.
No, that's. How would you say though the first year with the boat?
Oh, it's been great. It's been fun. Definitely a learning curve that I have not came up and over it. So next year will be good. I'm excited I'm talking like it gets over, but I got, look at the calendar, I got 3 or 4 mornings next week that I'm took off from work, and I'm going hunting. I don't give a damn. Whatever comes up can wait.
Will you winterize your boat? Like
probably next weekend.
Leave it in your garage or leave it outside?
Yeah, in the garage. I'll just push it all off to one side, and then that's where the side of the wall where I have where I hang my decoys and stuff, or my A-frame, so I can hang my stuff or put stuff in the boat still, push it off to one side, and then Jen can park her car in the garage too. I don't give a crap about the truck. So yeah,
I panicked. I had intentions of taking my boat out, and I did. Well, I almost did. I ran it on the water just to make sure it was still good, but I was going to take it out to go hunt some backwater pieces for bow hunting and for muzzleloader. And then I thought about it more, and I was just like, God, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Because my boat's not really a river boat, but at the same time, it's a boat that I'm confident in putting it anywhere, just because it's a 16-foot aluminum boat. But at the same time, I was like, I should winterize this. So of course, classic fashion of me, like night before the storm, winterizing my boat, getting it covered. But it literally just started.
Because yours is outside. Or do you have it in the garage?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'll keep it outside. I might bring it in this winter. I might redeck it potentially.
Nice.
But I got all the stuff, built the frame, got the tarp, and I'm like, we'll put her away.
Yeah.
So,
God, do you guys don't have ice yet, do you?
Well, there's not like ice, but there's ice. Ice
forming.
Is growing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I give it early to middle December will be ice fishing, which is wild.
A couple weeks.
Yeah.
Literally next week's early December. So
if we keep with this high cold wind,
that'll help a lot.
It'll be fast. I mean, I know people up north are. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I'm sure. They're freaking. Yeah. I mean, these guys are crazy. I will say those guys that hunt early ice are nuts. There's nothing about. I like ice fishing. A couple times a year, and then that's just because of where I'm at. I don't plan at all ice fishing the river because it just creeps me out. But I like ice fishing. Like you and I go. It's always a good time. But those guys that hunt that early ice, I'm like,
crazy, man.
No, have fun. You go do that. I'll go do my thing because that's. I'm just like you're on 2 inches of ice. Like, no, thank you. I'm good.
Yep, I'm good.
That's like, nope. It's just a fish.
Yep.
I get it. If it's your passion, it's your passion. I'm not.
Oh, you're talking ice fish. I think you're saying hunt.
Oh, no. Was I saying hunting? I thought I was saying fishing.
Yeah, so I was like, oh man, like those guys. Yeah, I guess those guys that are hunting ducks through the ice are kind of crazy. But
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, early ice fishing.
Early ice fishing, yeah.
Yeah, I draw the line. I mean, like some of the
what's
best
your
fishing,
number?
though,
What's your number for thickness?
if I have a spud bar and I'm going in with just my transducer and what I have for
Pulling a sled or something,
a sled or something like that, I'd say 3 inches, 4 inches with the spud bar.
God, that creeps me out.
If it's good ice, that's the thing. Like if it's clear hard ice and it's not like this, like what we just got now, which is like that slush and there's slush pockets.
Broke up.
My life is more valuable than a fish. So.
Oh, that's good.
I will pass on that.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I was getting at. I'm like, no. I'll wait till we got like drive a truck out on a kind of ice where there's no chance. Shouldn't say no chance. There's always a chance, but yeah, it is crazy when you like sitting there, like when we went up there with my dad that one time in that shack, and you're just sitting there. You got like 3 trucks parked by this huge trailer, and it's the middle of the night. You wake up to go take a piss or something, and all of a sudden you're just out there, and all of a sudden I mean, you're just like. I mean, it's just like, you're just like, oh, do I need to run? Yeah.
I think the most interesting time for me, though, for early ice is like when people start thinking like, oh, they're feeling kind of froggy, or it's like, I'm gonna take my truck out. It's like,
and then you get
hey, man, there's 6 inches of ice. Like, I don't care if you have a Tacoma or what you have. Like, that
Ford Ranger, like, that's not going to hold
your truck.
No. Yeah.
I mean, like,
and there's always
for
those
me,
videos.
12, 15 inches. I would say probably 14 inches. I feel pretty confident with my truck. But, yeah, I don't. That's the hard thing. It's just like anything. I'm sure there's been, I mean, unfortunately, I know there has been a bunch of accidents today, but it's like you get that first snow of the year, and it's like people forget how to drive. You get the first ice of the year, and it's like people forget, like, just basic safety.
Yep. Call that thinning the herd.
Jeez.
No, but it is just like, even driving home or back to Hayfield last night, it was like, you know, it was like, it wasn't raining, but it was like hard misting or whatever you want to call it. And it was just like, people are driving like 60 miles an hour on I-90. I'm like, it's 48 degrees. It's not downpouring. Like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, come on. Like, and that stretch of I-90, it's so boring. It's just straight, nothing to look at. It's dark. It's like, let's just get this thing over with. Yeah, dude. I'm excited for Friday.
Cool, man. It'll be fun. I'm excited to get after some birds and have a good Thanksgiving with the family. I hope the same to you, and we want to wish everybody listening happy Thanksgiving, and we appreciate all of you. We're all very, very thankful for everybody that's listened, participated through Chasing the Rut, Migration Minute, and just checking in with the podcast. And I think I dropped it on Monday. I think I am going to do one more Chasing the Rut on Monday. Nice. And then we're probably going to close it out after that for the season.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a final migration. Those kind of got away from me, but I'm going to get a final Migration Minute in after, basically, you know, with 3 days left in the season. So, and then hopefully, who knows, maybe get some late goose down in Milwaukee with Eric. That's always kind of a crapshoot down there on late season, but you never know.
Never know.
So
cool. Well, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through faith in the great outdoors. We hope today's episode has inspired you to seek God's presence in the wilderness and deepen your connection with nature. If you enjoyed today's discussion, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Wild Faith Podcast on your favorite platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. By subscribing, you'll never miss an episode, and you'll continue to be a part of the Wild Faith Podcast community. We'd also love to hear from our listeners, so please don't hesitate to reach out with your questions, comments, or topic suggestions. You can connect with us on social media or through our website. Your feedback is important to us and helps us improve and tailor our content to better serve you. And always remember, the great outdoors isn't just a playground for hunting and fishing. It's a sanctuary for finding solace and spiritual renewal. As you gear up for that next adventure, I pray you find God's presence in the crackling of a campfire, the thrill of reeling in your catch, or the quiet solitude found in nature. Until next time, thank you for listening to the Wild Faith Podcast. Take care, and God bless.